How does the TICKR platform prioritize those as external data points that it's looking at?
Let's say we want to forecast Lay's potato chips, right? So we'll have a bunch of internal metrics, right? This usually comes from the CPG, like sales, maybe the promo price, the price, base dollars, ACV, feature display, all these metrics that CPGs track in stores, right? And then we don't need a language model to search over that data. The space of covariates is pretty small, right? Anywhere between 20 and 100, right? But the space of external data, you could maybe argue is infinite or close to it, right? So that's where the language model comes in, searches for that data, and then it returns it. And it returns data it thinks could be predictive of Lay's potato chips. But we're not just going to put that data in the model, right, and just fire it off and go. We did a lot of research to see if this actually worked and helped our models. I think the number off the top of my head is we got a 16% reduction in error for our forecast models by doing an external covariate search with the language model. And with that in itself speaks for itself, right? Like, you can get a 16% better forecast, be able to plan better for your business. And that 16% is driven by statistical models, right? So we actually test the forecasting models out of sample data. We see if it actually improves, and then we'll deploy it. There's cases where external data will not help a model, right? Sometimes you don't have that much data. You need to be very careful about how you do forecast. You don't want to overfit to your validation set, things like that. And you're doing this at scale, so you have to be very careful. So
what's one of the ways you manage being careful?
It's you can almost think of it as a machine learning classifier, right? We bring our decision threshold to a point where we're sure that anything we put into the model, we're correct about. So we err on the side of being careful. And then everything we do is tested. We would never deploy a model without testing how it does on out of sample performance, right? We're very careful not to do too many comparisons either. As we all know, you can get spurious correlations, even with the language model doing that high recall search and then whittling things down for us so we can integrate them into our model. We still need to be careful. And that is done through more traditional data science methods like out of sample performance.